Hi guys, Christina Connolly here, and I have another tech tip for you today. Using the tool that I'm going to show you today, you can turn your Google Slideshow presentation into an automatic Q&A session for your students. The way that I do this is by coming over to the Present button in my Google Slideshow. So let's say this is the slideshow that I'd like to share with my students. This slideshow happens to be about a topic called HyperDocs, which I'll talk about in a little bit. Instead of just clicking the Present button, I'm going to come down to the drop-down arrow next to Present, and I'm going to choose Presenter View. If you notice, it says Present with Audience Q&A and View Speaker Notes. Once I click that, my screen's going to present, and I'm going to get a little bar along the bottom that has different options for me to explore. The one that I want is actually under Notes. If I click Notes, my speaker notes should pop up. And I'm going to go to Audience Tools. This is where I can activate Audience Question and Answer. I'm going to start a new session, and automatically, if I move this window down, you'll see that my students now have the option of going to another website to ask questions. So I will show you what this will look like. I'm going to open a new window and act as if I'm a student or audience member and type in the address at the top to get to the Q&A session. Once that's activated, I can ask a question now as a student to my presenter. As the presenter, I now see that there is a question that popped up, and I can choose to present this question for the rest of my audience to see if I choose to. When I'm done with my question, I can come back and hide that and continue with my presentation as I would like. This is a great way to get your students or audience involved without having to raise hands or call out to ask questions. I can also change this setting up here if I decide that I don't want to limit my audience to the people with Burlington City's email addresses, and I could leave that option for anyone to submit questions as well in case I'm involving people without Burlington City School email addresses. Finally, if you do happen to be interested in what this presentation is about, then you might want to check out a website called hyperdocs.co. Hyperdocs.co will teach you all about creating hyperdocs for your students, which are an awesome way to create student engagement and independence in technology learning. If you have any questions about what I showed you today, don't hesitate to ask. Thanks.